Welcome back to American Airlines Arena with Rick Carlisle. Obviously a very active quarter for Dwayne and LeBron. In an ideal world, what would you take away?
Well, look, I mean, the penetration is a big problem because that leads to other problems. So we got to try to keep these guys in front of us. We know they're both capable of jumping up and hitting shots, but we got to make it tough on them.
You talked, Rick, about winning the line of scrimmage from that aspect through the first 12 minutes.
We're doing better. We're doing better. We had a couple of lapses. We're going to have to look at matchups, but our disposition is better so far.
Thank you, Coach. Mike.
Well, Doris made Rick laugh during the game. That's not easy to do. Meanwhile, a foul on the entry pass.
But it's interesting. 9 of the 21 shots by Miami have been threes. They haven't been to the free throw line. And that's where they lived the whole playoffs. And that has an impact on their defense because Dallas's best offense is with flow in transition.
James, meanwhile, only had 2 free throw attempts in game 1. Wade only 5, so combined 7. Very unusual for those two, yet they still win the game. Shot clock at 1. Knocks down the jumper.
Yeah, not much you can do there. That's great defense, but better offense. Awfully tough to defend LeBron James and Dwayne Wade when they're knocking down jumpers.
And J.J. Barea, who in game 1 really struggled, made some good moves, just couldn't finish. He was 1 for 8. He's come off the bench. Nice spark to tie the game.
He could put out his own DVD on how to run pick and roll. He's that good.
Bosch. Nowitzki on him. Bosch spinning, trying to draw a foul. Haywood. And then Haslam gets knocked down as the shot clock was down to 2. It's not going to be in the act of shooting. And it's going to go against Brendan Haywood. So Haywood picks up his first.
And you see Sean Marion connected to LeBron James, understands where the help is coming from, in the right position, sending him to the help. LeBron just patient, creates the airspace by the ball fake, gets J.J. Barea out of position, and then the extension, the step back. That's a tough shot. Nothing you can do in that situation.
Chalmers open for 3. Too strong. Barea the rebound. Now that's not necessarily a good shot, but it went in.
No, it's a horrible shot. It's horrible possession. As again, Dallas forces a long shot, doesn't put him on the free throw line and can score in transition. But you're right. That's not a good possession of offense. He's just that good where he just makes shots that really no one else in this game can consistently make.
Chalmers drives on Barea. Nice move, Mario Chalmers, who said he was so nervous before game 1, his first finals, that he couldn't even take his pregame nap. But he performed admirably with 12 points and 3 3-pointers. Terry. And a foul. Dallas much more aggressive going to the basket. And the way they're going to the basket.
They're much more aggressive on both ends of the floor, defensively and offensively. Not settling on the perimeter, but I talked about it. They're able to get quality looks as long as they're patient and in attack mode offensively. And if you're Rick Carlisle, you've got to like what's going on both ends of the floor to start this game.
Terry able to put it in. You know, you talked about Terry and getting a shot going. He's always been a good shooter for his career, 45%. He's a very, very durable player as well. Over the years, he's hardly missed a lot of time. You can count on him if you're a coach. You love that type. But they need him to snap out of this mini shooting slump that he's had.
And Rick Carlisle's matching minutes right now. Marion's with LeBron James. LeBron James goes out. He took Marion out. His normal rotation in the previous rounds is to get him off the floor early.
Nowitzki with the deflection. I believe with the right hand. Barea. Wade trying to go for the steal. Stevenson beats him to it.
Great play by Stevenson coming to meet the ball.
Nowitzki on a pull-up, knocks it down. Nowitzki with 6. And the Mavericks looking sharp. They're shooting 59% from the field.
But again, catches the basketball on the run, gets Chris Bosh on his heels, and gets to his spot.
Well, you want your best players setting the tone. Nowitzki, good deflection. Steele, they got up in the semi-break, then they swung it. Again, Nowitzki's not waiting for Bosh to set his feet. He catches, attacks, and knocks in the pull-up jumper.
Thanks for watching ESPN on ABC. home of the NBA Finals.
ABC Tuesday, June 21st, a new drama series takes you to the most dangerous place on earth. Life on the edge means doing things you never thought possible. ABC's Combat Hospital. Series premiere Tuesday, June 21st at 10, 9 Central on ABC. Our Volkswagen raising the bar. It's about Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade going to the middle, realizes no help on the other side, spins away from the defense, scoop shot with the left hand. That's indefensible. How about dribble penetration? You don't have to jump up and down, LeBron. I see you. Even though I'm not looking, I see you. On point pass, LeBron steps in rhythm for the shot. And then the old Wade two-step. The ability to change directions in the middle of a move. If I made that move, I'd be icing for a week. That's getting it done by Dwayne Wade.
Well, he's got a different role than he did in 2006 when they won the championship, and he was the Finals MVP, averaging almost 35 a game. A lot more help. Speaking of that 2016, as Haslam has it knocked away, picked up by Terry. Terry going down the other end and lays it in. Of course, one of the members of that 2016 was Shaquille O'Neal, announcing his retirement as a great gentle giant. Calls it a career, and what a fabulous Hall of Fame career as Wade with a spectacular move there.
Sad day for the NBA. Losing an all-time great, not just great center, as Berea's foul, but great player, and truly one of the all-time great ambassadors for the game of basketball, the coolest 7-footer that this world has ever seen.
Would have liked to see the last couple of years. Obviously, he wasn't healthy this year. He so wanted to be a part of the Boston Celtics and their chance for a championship, which would have been his 5th. But he settles for 3, and they did a nice job here in Miami during the first quarter as Berea knocks down a free throw. A very nice video tribute, thanking and congratulating Shaquille O'Neal, as everybody in the NBA did. David Stern put out a press release yesterday and called him just that. He was a true giant on and off the court.
Really a class act by the Miami Heat organization, because he didn't leave here on great terms, but a great way of acknowledging that they did win a championship with him, and he succeeded his mission here in Miami.
3 championships with the Lakers and the one here with the Heat. Jason Terry spots up. That won't go. Deflected out of bounds by Haslam. Dallas is definitely, they're just much more attuned to the rebounding area, Jeff.
They are, and I like what Berea's doing. He's attacking, makes, misses, he's pushing it, attacking the paint there. He created a great shot for Jason Terry in transition.
The bench much more active than they were in a poor performance in game 1. Nowitzki shot misses, Miller the rebound. Miller wearing that sleeve on the left shoulder that's been bothering him. Between the thumbs and the shoulder. Bosch, that's a tough fall-away shot. Too strong. Berea the rebound.
Haywood in game 1 did a good job on Bosch. His length and his size has impacted him.
Nowitzki takes his time, gets to his spot, misses that time, however. And Bosch to board. Nowitzki 3 of 7 from the field. Wade on the drive. Chalmers for 3. And they've taken 11 3-pointers of their 27 shots with 4. A little sloppy hot potato. 7.5 remaining here in the second. Berea again gets in the paint, finds Terry, an open 3. Those are the shots they need him to hit. Desperate. Berea dives on Miller, and a foul call. Those two getting involved. You rarely see, if a guy's on the floor, we say this all the time, you can pretty much sit on him. They're not going to call a foul.
And really a smart play by Berea. It wasn't dirty, realizing that it was Dwayne Wade was all by himself on the other end, so he's making sure that he can't pass the basketball. Take the foul, just don't give up the 2.
And then a technical foul on Miller. Now that is a foul. And you see Miller reacting. Berea saying, come on. Helping out Joe Crawford with the technical call. So now Nowitzki will shoot the 1-shot technical. Nowitzki's on another streak. Last 100 free throws he's taken, he's hit 97 of them. In the playoffs, he's hit 25 in a row.
I'm telling you what, Dallas had a chance with 3 or 4 great looks in a row to expand their lead. Jason Terry's missed a couple good looks, so has Nowitzki. This should not be a 6-point game right now.
Meanwhile, the Mavericks, with that technical free throw, they gone to the line 11 times. Miami still has not taken a free throw, and we played almost 17 minutes.
And if you told me that before the game, I would say, well, the Dallas Mavericks must have played a lot of zone. They're doing this without playing zone. They're playing solid man-to-man defense without committing fouls.
Right now there's a delay. Somebody spilled some beverage on the sideline. Well, we said it before. Dallas, you know, they're a different team. They're a team that's bounced back. They've got some mental toughness. They talk about game 4 in the opening series against Portland. The game they had a 23-point lead late in the third and lost. How'd they respond? They won 7 in a row. They've done it all season long. They've bounced back. They've got a bunch of veterans who've seen every type of game, every type of streak. And so far, so good. Well, as Jeff said, perhaps they should be up more. Wade on the follow. That seemed to be maybe above the cylinder. That's what the Mavericks are claiming. Boy, he gets up. And it's back to a 4-point game.
You look at the separation between him and everybody else trying to get that rebound.
And Wade, nice class there from Wade after knocking down Pat Rondeau. Our cameraman checks to make sure he's okay. Everybody loves Pat.
Take a look at this. Second shot opportunities. Dwayne Wade head over by the rim.
And that looked like basket interference, no question. But you got to hit him. You got to put a body on him. You cannot stand and watch on the defensive board.
Haywood. Very strong possession there. First try to dribble it. Now Wade, the other end, and finishes. Wade electrifying the crowd, and it's back to a 2-point game. Timeout, Dallas.
Dwayne Wade on the defensive end coming up with the steal one-on-one against J.J. Barea. Says, get out my way. The last 6 Heat points has been Dwayne Wade, 14 overall. LeBron James not having a spectacular first half, but Dwayne Wade keeping this Miami Heat team in this ballgame.
It ain't going to get it done. It's got to be more, and you got to do your job, and we have got to contain the ball. We got to turn it up defensively. This ain't good enough.
40-year-old Eric Spoelstra in his 3rd year as the head coach, 16th year with the Heat, second youngest coach in the NBA behind Monty Williams. He's only 40. He has done an amazing job, and especially you look at the pressure. As we said right at the top of game 1, championship or bust with this team. And he has stayed on such an unbelievable even keel through the highs and lows as Nowitzki's shot won't go. Tipped in nicely by Chandler. And the players all talk about that, how his demeanor is mostly the same, whether they lost 5 in a row or when they went through that 21 of 22 wins.
It was very key to their success, especially during their early struggles when everybody else was panicking. He calmed the ship.
Wade, oh, difficult bank shot. There's just no defense for that. He's 8 of 10 from the field.
It's the second best player on his own team. It's unfair. How do you have 2 guys like this?
Nowitzki's pass deflected. Here comes the other one. Terry trying to reach in. And James will reset. Wade inside. Short-armed it, but he got fouled. And he'll go to the line, and that will be their first free throw attempts of the half. Not just him, the entire team.
You talk about how good this guy is. This is just playing around, messing around. Off balance, tough bank shot in the middle of traffic.
And of course, Wade is somebody that's been around Eric Spoelstra. When Wade first came, didn't have a great jump shot. But Spoelstra, who started off as the video coordinator of this team back in '95, worked with Wade so much, really helped him improve. Those two have had an excellent bond. Spoelstra was a video coordinator, was the advanced scout, director of scouting, assistant coach, now head coach. He's been around the NBA his whole life. His dad, John, was an executive with Portland, with Denver, with the Nets. Growing up, he wanted to play for the Blazers when he was a kid.
Man, he went from T-shirts to Rico Suave. My goodness.
A call there as Nowitzki with weight on him. Here comes James. Spotted it. Stevenson for three. Knocks it down. A big shot there for Dallas. And Sean Stevenson, 9 points.
Yeah, that's his job. Defend and knock down open shots, and he certainly has done that this first half.
Average back up by 5. Kidd now defending James. Bosch with the look. Bosch just 2 of 8. Nowitzki with Bosch on him. And draws the foul. They don't seem to be sending the double team as early as they did the other night.
Well, they're really changing it. We saw the previous possession where they forced him into a turnover. That time with him looking at the double team, they stay at home. But take a look here. The double team comes because he turns his back. LeBron James tries to run at him. Good job by Dirk Nowitzki picking up his dribble, recognizing it, and passing it on point to Deshaun Stevenson.
See, and I think he's made such an improvement. When he used to spin dribble from the perimeter, start one way, turn his back and spin, you could really time it up and cause him a lot of problems. Now he has a keener sense of when that double is about to be there. Seeing LeBron James right on target. And give Stevenson credit. This guy in both games has had a huge impact.
And Nowitzki's streak continues. Now 28 consecutive free throws made. This is the largest lead for Dallas, the 7-point advantage. They had an 8-point lead in game 1. That was early in the third quarter. James on the drive, trying to draw a foul. Oh, and he knocks it in as well. Count it. And one. The strength after getting hit and putting up still a quality shot.
I mean, what are you supposed to do? I can't understand. What are you supposed to do against these two guys?
Lose. That's what you're. I mean, listen, the shots they're making threes, they're making these incredible shots.
But you look, they're hitting these incredible shots, which of course they did as well in game 1. They're down 5. Dallas has bounced back in a good, aggressive, physical way.
Well, and Mark said it, all along. I'm a big proponent of the Heat's defense. I think it's a great defense. Mark thought after game 1 there were some holes that could be exploited, and they've done a great job, Dallas has, in moving the ball quicker and exploiting some opportunities.
By the way, the rebounding numbers, which was key for Carlisle, Dallas +3. Kidd the fake, the drive, flips it into Chandler. Nice assist from Jason Kidd, and it's back to 7.
You want to make Jason Kidd a scorer when he puts the ball on the floor to drive. Don't help force him to make the basket because he's looking to drop off passes.
I mean, what a difference from game 2 in a lot of ways. Wade throws it inside. Anthony to Haslam. Not that time. Marion the rebound.
And a great job by Tyson Chandler keeping Heat guys off of the boards. Uses his body and allows other guys to do the job.
Nowitzki sets up Kidd. Chandler trying to get the offensive rebound, and he's fouled. That's the 14th foul, so Dallas will get a new 24 with 3:22 remaining. And that's LeBron James' 3rd personal foul.
You got to know a guy's body of work. Jason Kidd is a facilitator. He's looking to make passes. So in dribble penetration situations, force him to score the basketball. And give Tyson Chandler credit. On both ends of the floor, he is battling for possession when you talk about rebounds.
And that's why you can't always just look at the stat sheet, because at the other end on the defensive rebound, Tyson Chandler did all the work so that their team got the rebound.
And pass, Miller with the deflection. Throws it ahead to Wade. Oh, what a perfect pass, but Wade can't finish. He's furious. And then bumped into Chandler. Marion finishes down the other end. Wade still yelling at Kenny Mallow. And Eric Spoelstra irate too. He thought there should have been a foul call. Now just walking away. A 9-point lead for Dallas. What a great pass this was.
Really tough to tell. You don't see the hand of Tyson Chandler. You see it on his back, but was it a shove? Certainly Dwayne Wade and the Heat bench believe so.
It wasn't a severe shove, but it certainly looked enough of a shove to cause a difference in his shot.
ESPN's presentation of the 2011 NBA Finals on ABC. Brought to you by
Jason Kidd and the Dallas Mavericks up by 9 with under 3 to play. Second quarter of game 2 at 38. This continues to play some great basketball.
Great vision. And Mark made the point. When he drives, he's driving to pass. Finds Chandler with a little left-hand drop-up. And here, the look away to Shawn Marion to create another easy score for Dallas.
They were teasing him the other day. Dirk Nowitzki called him a fossil. Dwayne Wade said he remembers watching him on black and white TV. But he has been a tremendous player for a long time, Jason Kidd, and he's going to be in the Hall of Fame someday.
You know, antiques are sometimes better than the more modern version.
Foul away from the ball. You see Nowitzki doing a Kevin Garnett, knocking the shot away after the whistle. Make sure you get a good feel going it through. Seeing it go through. That foul is on Terry, his first, and they're in the penalty. I haven't made a free throw yet. They've only taken 3, but they're 0 for 3. As Chalmers goes to the line. Well, don't miss the tip-off of the WNBA's 15th season as the defending champion Seattle Storm play host to the Phoenix Mercury on Saturday, June 4th on ABC at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. WNBA, expect great. Speaking of the WNBA, Ronnie Rothstein, the assistant coach for Eric Spoelstra. He's once a head coach WNBA, longtime NBA vet.
Of the defunct Miami Soul.
There's Ronnie Rothstein, Westchester County guy back in New York. Great basketball man.
And at that free throw, Joey Crawford sternly warned Eric Spoelstra. He told all of his other officials to not listen anymore.
Foul on Chandler after he had the shot block. That's his second. They're in the penalty now. So the Heat will get to the line. Chandler and Haywood and the Dallas front line trying to make up for a poor rebounding game in game 1, especially on the offensive glass. Miami led 16-6 in game 1, but Dallas has done an excellent job responding. Here's Bosch, the Dallas native. Was not a Mavericks fan growing up. He said they were a bad team when he was a kid. Although he loved Tim Duncan, stone's throw away in San Antonio. Was a big Kevin Garnett fan as well.
So Bosch is the type of guy he only likes his hometown team if they're good?
Well, you're a typical kid back then. It's hard to root for a bad team when you're a kid. How about all the kids in the 90s from all over the country? They were just big Bulls fans.
Yeah, okay, but
Who'd you root for when you were a kid?
Oakland Raiders. Daryl LaMonica. Are you kidding me?
Well,
One
they
of
were
the great
good.
quarterbacks of all time.
It was easy to root for them.
That was. They were good. Mark Van Egan.
We don't need you to go down the roster.
Terry. Out the Kid. The extra pass, one on the shot clock. They're not going to get it off in time, and a 24-second violation. Well, a great rotation defensively, although Dallas had some shots they should have taken.
No, but you were right. That's clinic type of defense right there. The multiple efforts, the reaction to the dribble penetration, and then finishing it with great closeouts.
Five-point Mavericks lead as we approach 2 minutes remaining. Wade, bad pass. And Terry called for the foul. That's a tough one. They're both going for an errant pass. And as Terry picks up his second. So Chalmers will go to the line. Chalmers trying to be one of those players who won an NCAA title and an NBA championship. 2008, when the NCAA title with Kansas, was the most outstanding player of the Final Four. Hit that game-tying 3 against Memphis. from Anchorage, Alaska. His dad was his high school coach, won a couple of state titles. He's a good player. He's done a good job off the bench. His career here, he's been a starter sometimes, coming off.
And had every right to be upset when they bring in Mike Bibby and Mike Bibby starts. But give him credit. Embrace the new role and has flourished in it.
Barea the drive, pull-up shot. Won't go. Miller comes crashing in, and Wade picks up the loose ball. Wade nearly falls, keeps his balance, out to Chalmers. A three. Nowitzki tips it out of bounds. It should be Miami ball. Yes, a new 24. Haslam and Nowitzki battling for the rebound. Those two battled back in 06, playing against each other in the finals. Nowitzki giving Haslam a lot of credit, said he's one of the best defenders at his position in the entire league. Wade, shot clock at 7, draws the foul on Marion. So good at that. As Marion picks up his second.
And this is a big last couple of minutes for the Dallas Mavericks. You can either win or lose this game. You have an opportunity to increase the lead, and what's taking place is that the Miami Heat are chopping away at the lead. So you get to the foul line, you have bad possessions, and you look up and now you got to win the game all over again, as opposed to putting them away when you should have.
And LeBron James goes to the bench, and this is the greatness of this team. It's LeBron James goes to the bench. Bosh struggling. Wade takes over. Wade struggles at the end of the Chicago series. James and Bosh take over. I mean, this is it's a very tough nut to crack to beat this team because of their depth of star power.
Well, when LeBron James went to the bench, since then they've gone on a 6-0 run. All have come from the free throw line. They're finally getting there. Final minute, second quarter. Marion. The double team by Chalmers, pokes it away, still loose. Marion gets it back. Nowitzki puts up a three. Too strong. And Barea tips it, but right to Bosh. Chalmers says, let's slow it down. Wade fires. It's a three. Wade from downtown to tie the game. A 9-0 run.
This guy shot the basketball and started walking the other way. That's called being in a zone.
Nowitzki.
Terrible clock management. They should have taken the last shot.
Miller's hurt meanwhile. Wade looking. Wade puts it up. And that ends the first half. A strong finish. A 9-0 finish for the Miami Heat. Coming up, we'll have the T-Mobile halftime report. Stuart Scott, Magic Johnson, John Barry, Michael Wilbon will analyze the first half. And a special one-on-one with 38-year-old Jason Kidd. As Dwayne Wade finishes with a flourish, 21 points, 9 of 13 from the field. He gets to talk with Doris.
Well, he and his team finished with a flourish, a 9-0 run for your group. How did you do that?
Well, we just played. You know, we stopped worrying about what we wasn't getting. We actually was aggressive, got to the line, got back in it. But our defense.
21 points for you. Why are you so active? What are you trying to achieve out there?
Well, just aggressive. You know, taking what the defense gave me. I'm understanding I got to mix it up. So just trying to take off what I did in the second half last game.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Thank you.
Mike.
After the break, Stuart Scott, Magic Johnson, John Barry, Michael Wilbon, the T-Mobile halftime report. As they take a look at the NBA Finals Game 2, Dallas responding much more physical, better on the boards, better defensively, more attacking. But some sensational individual play from Dwayne Wade. As Dallas went up by as many as 9. But the Heat finished with 9 straight points. Mavs didn't score in the last 4 minutes of the second quarter. Halftime of Game 2. It's all even at 51.